Hello, and welcome to the Ann Arbor Summer Festival of 2020. Today's video was made by us, your local Michigan FASCA chapter. Wait, what's that? Oh, you're wondering why it's just me right now? Well, my friends are just waiting for you at these timestamps over here. And if you're still here, I guess you're watching the video to the end. So, let's just jump into it. Hey Kelsey, you're up.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelsey and I will be introducing you to origami. Origami is the art of folding paper into shapes and figures. In Taiwan, origami is called 折纸艺术. Today we are going to show you how to create 3 unique origami figures. All you need is 6x6 origami paper. Origami paper is soft, thin, colorful, and easy to fold. It can be found on Amazon.
Oh, and don't worry, if you don't have any origami paper, then here's how to make your own with just some regular printer paper. First, fold one corner down to make a triangle. Make sure it lines up with the edge of the paper. Next, cut off the extra paper hanging off of the triangle. Ta-da! Now you have your own origami paper. Back to you, Kelsey.
The crane is the most popular origami in Taiwan. It is said that if you make 1,000 origami cranes and give them to your friend, then your friend's wish will come true. This is the origami crane video made by Kathy. Here we go!
Today I'll be showing you how to fold this origami crane. This is a tutorial for advanced origami folders, so if you are a beginner, I would suggest you try something easier first before actually trying this. Today we will be using this 6x6 inch piece of paper to fold this paper crane. First, you want to fold the paper in half diagonally so that it makes a triangle. Fold it from the top corner to the bottom corner, and then crease the edge. Next, you want to fold the triangle in half one more time. Next, fold the flap back to the middle, and then press the fold down so that it makes a square. Make sure that all the sides are creased. Next, turn the paper over and fold the flap to the middle. Slightly crease it so that it will be easier to fold. And then, press the flap down so that it also makes a square. Be sure to also crease the sides. Your model should look like this now. Next, we want to take this side and then fold it to the middle. So we're going to fold that side to the middle, just like this. Repeat this on the other side. It should now look like a kite. Next, we're going to fold the top part of this kite on both sides so that it creates a crease. Now, this next part will get a little bit tricky. Unfold the creases, and what you want to do is you want to take that flap and fold it up to that crease, just like that. So you should have something that looks a little bit like this. And now, as you can see, the creases in the fold, you want to just fold that down, press that down, to make it look a little something like this. Do the same thing on the other side. Now, you should have a diamond shape. Turn the model over and repeat these steps on the other side. Now, you should have a diamond shape on both sides. One side should move like that, and the other side should be attached. Now, on the side that is able to move and that's not attached, you want to align the corner and the side to the middle. Be sure to only make sure that it's one side. On this, I accidentally made a mistake, and I removed the flap immediately. Do the same thing on the other side. Flip the model over, and then repeat those steps. You should now have something that looks a little like this. On the side of the model, you should now be able to open these flaps up on both sides. Now, open those flaps up and fold down so that it looks something like this. Now, take this bottom part and fold it up to that crease, just like that. And now, repeat it on the other side. Your model should look like this now. Now, take this triangle and you just want to fold it in half along that line. So fold it in half. And the flaps should automatically start to open, like that. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Your model should look something like this now. This means that your crane is almost finished. So now take those two ends and just pull them out to where you want your head and your tail to be. So that's one side, and that's the other side. So now you get to choose which side you want your head or your tail to be. I chose this side. So just fold one part of that down and to make the head. Now just fold the wings down so that you get a little triangle in the middle. Make sure that you fold the wings down equally so that it will be an equal wing length. Lastly, just pull the wings on both sides so that you can give your crane more of a 3D look. And now you're finished! I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you can enjoy making more cranes.
That's it for today. Thanks Allison for editing our video. Now that you know how, I hope you enjoy folding our origami!
Now, that's not the only thing you can do with just a piece of paper. What happens if you add a little bit of coloring into the mix? Well, that's what we're going to find out with today's artists, Eleni, TY, and Iris. My name's Billy. Oh, hey! I just love making little stories with these things, you know? And you could too. Honestly, all you need is a little bit of imagination. Now, let's think for a second. What could we make these guys do? We could have them, I guess, run in a race, make it to the finish line. Or you could have them bake a cake. Oh, that's a lovely cake. Or you could have them be in a quiz show. Hello and welcome to our first ever quiz show, Taiwan Trivia, where we ask you questions about Taiwan, its culture, its food, its attractions, and so much more. This is how it's going to work. Number 1, we first read off the questions and the answers to you. Then we give you a few seconds so you can decide on an answer. Finally, we see if your answer was correct. And don't worry if it was a little bit off, because even I have to write this all down. I mean, look at all these flashcards. So are you ready? Because we're going to head it off with our questions master, Ethan.
Question number 1. How many people live in Taiwan? A. 23 billion. B. 23,000. C. 23 million. D. 23. The answer is C. 23 million.
And Taiwan's 4 times smaller than Michigan.
Question number 2. What is Taiwan's capital? A. Tokyo. B. Taipei. C. Moscow. D. Hong Kong. The answer is B. Taipei.
And that's the one at the very top of the country.
Question number 3. What is the most popular convenience store in Taiwan? A. 7-Eleven. B. Kmart. C. McDonald's. D. Toys R Us. The answer is A. 7-Eleven.
You can even buy hot soup there.
Question number 4. What is the tallest building in Taiwan? A. Taipei Nanshan Plaza. B. My grandmother's apartment. C. 85 Sky Tower. D. Taipei 101. The answer is D. Taipei 101.
It's about 1,600 feet tall.
Question number 5. What song does Garbage Trucks play? A. For Elise. B. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. C. Ode to Joy. D. Ice Cream Truck Music. The answer is A. For Elise. Question number 6. What is the national sport of Taiwan? A. Basketball. B. Baseball. C. American football. D. Boxing. The answer is B. Baseball.
Maybe you'll see Taiwan at your next game.
Question number 7. What colors are the Taiwanese flag? A. Yellow, blue, and orange. B. Green, purple, and pink. C. Red, white, and blue. D. All the colors of the rainbow. The answer is C. red, white, and blue.
That's just like the American flag.
Question number 8. What continent is Taiwan in? A. Asia, B. Africa, C. Europe. The answer is A. Asia. Question number 9. What is the highest mountain in Taiwan? A. Mount Everest, B. Yushan, C. Mount Rushmore, D. Mount Fuji. The answer is B. Yushan.
It's almost 13,000 feet tall.
What kind of food is eaten during the Mid-Autumn Festival, or in Mandarin Chinese, 中秋节? Is it A. mooncakes, B. cupcakes, or C. brownies? And it turns out it's A. mooncakes. These are a classic dessert in Chinese culture. In Mandarin, they're called yuebing, which literally translates to moon cake, because the Mid-Autumn Festival is a time when we bring the whole family together to celebrate on the day of the full moon. Now this next question is true or false. So, is Kaohsiung, a Taiwanese city known for its harbor? True or false? Now I'll give you a hint on this one. Kaohsiung does have a Mandarin name. It's called Kaohsiung. This statement is true. Kaohsiung is the Taiwanese port city. This is Kaohsiung Harbor, or Kaohsiunggang. Boats aren't the only thing you can find there, though. Once when I was there, I saw a giant inflatable duck just sitting there in the water. That was part of a moving art exhibit that was there a few years ago. It's called 黄色小鸭, or Little Yellow Duck. Not so little though, huh? Next question. Which of these is the most common form of transportation for people in Taiwan? Is it A. pickup trucks, B. roller skates, or C. motorcycles? Well, it turns out it's C. motorcycles. Roller skates would have been cool though. Taiwan is a very densely populated island, and motorcycles don't take up as much space as cars or trucks, so you can see them everywhere in Taiwan. Okay, how about this one? True or false? Taiwan is an island in the tropics. This one's kind of tricky. Taiwan is an island. Well, actually it's a group of islands, but there's one main island. And this line is the Tropic of Cancer. So everything below this line is in the tropics, and everything above it isn't. So technically speaking, Taiwan is sort of half in and half out of the tropics. You can even go visit monuments that show where the Tropic of Cancer is. Overall though, Taiwan has a pretty tropical climate, so it's fine to call it an island in the tropics. Next question. Which of these languages are common in Taiwan? And there's a few. We have A. Mandarin Chinese, B. Taiwanese, C. Spanish, D. Thai, and E. Hakka. And our answer is Mandarin, Taiwanese, and Hakka are all commonly spoken in Taiwan. We have Zhongwen, which is also called 国语 or 普通话. Taiwanese is called 台语 or 闽南语. And lastly, Hakka is 客家话. All of these are spoken differently, but they're written the same. If you get on a subway, you'll hear the stations announced in all three languages, plus English. Now, which of these animals can you find in the wild in Taiwan? And again, there's a few. We've got A. monkeys, B. corals, C. mosquitoes, D. polar bears, and E. pandas. Which ones can you find in Taiwan? Turns out you can find monkeys, corals, and mosquitoes. Once I went to the zoo and I saw a bunch of monkeys outside the cages. They were just visiting because the zoo happened to be on a mountain. Some of the smaller islands of Taiwan are coral reef islands, and I think mosquitoes can live anywhere. And finally, here's two more animals for you. The Formosan wild boar and the Formosan black bear, both of which are iconic Taiwanese animals. How about a math question? How long does it take to fly from Michigan to Taiwan? Does it take A. 30 minutes, B. 14 hours, or C. 2 days? The answer is B. 14 hours. So remember to bring a book. Oh, another math question. If it's 9 in the morning in Michigan, what time is it in Taiwan? Is it A. still 9 in the morning, B. 9 in the evening, or C. also 9 in the morning, but on the next day? Turns out it's B. 9 in the evening. Taiwan is on the opposite side of the globe, so when it's day here, it's night there, and vice versa. Although the exact time could change depending on daylight savings time. Okay, so we know that the time of day is flipped. Are the seasons also flipped? true or false? When it's summer in Michigan, it's winter in Taiwan. And the answer is false. Taiwan and Michigan are both in the northern hemisphere, so even though they're pretty far away from each other, they still have the same seasons. Taiwan's winters are pretty different from ours though. They have a tropical climate, so usually you won't see any snow unless you climb to the top of a really tall mountain and go look for some. And it looks like that's all the questions we have. So thank you so much for playing, and I hope you learned something new. Bye!
Hey, thanks Emma for taking over for me. And thank you for waiting. I just had to get out that suit. It was way too hot. I was sweating all over. And right after, I made sure to wash my hands. After all, I wouldn't want to spread any germs at your summer festival. And neither should you. Make sure to wash your own hands so you can keep yourself and your family safe. And on that note, looks like we're out of time. So I'd just like to thank you. Thank you so much for joining us as we learned about Taiwan today. Now, go look at all the other wonderful cultures that are at this year's summer festival. And if you ever want to come back, maybe practice your origami skills, sharpen up your puppets, or test your knowledge on Taiwan, FASCA will be here for you. Bye!